an old high school friend of mine was like, "Benz, you should just take some pictures. I think you can model." And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm like, why not?
Welcome to Act for a Living, a video series where we get pearls of wisdom from industry professionals that will help you on your path of pursuing your goals as an artist. With your host, Ransford Doherty.
So today, folks, our guest is the one and only Mactor himself. I said it. I didn't say actor said it, folks. I said Mactor himself, BENZ VEA'Ls. Round of applause. There we go. There we go. Okay, look, BENZ, I remember you way back when in Marcus Fulmore's class, the booking room.
Yep.
And bro, you're gonna be working, bro. You're gonna be working. You was like, yeah, you have this eager, like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to get into acting. I want to do the like. You see your drive, and
Right.
it's like it's like I saw you there, and then now all these years, bro. I'm gonna highlight now. You from Boston, Massachusetts, correct?
Right.
How you doing but I was raised in Georgia and North Carolina. You doing that like I got the East Coast, but I got the Southern charm. All right. Now, folks, I want y'all to know you may recognize BENZ in TV shows like The Auction Network, Bad Girls Club, Love Games, Amy Schumer's film, I Feel Pretty. This. Let me tell you something. The movie Detroit. We ain't not finished with that. You're gonna see him in commercials. Aflac, Reebok, Tempur-Pedic, 40 College. But then that's just the acting side. But remember, he's a Mactor. We're gonna show you his modeling game. This is the only dude who I know who continues to take pictures at billboards he's on. He will go into a store that's me. Okay, I'm not playing. He's done print ads, and I'm gonna show the audience this. Let's just keep it real. Let's show the audience what you bring into the table. I'm gonna add this. Look what we're dealing with, folks. Okay, modeling wise. Okay, his brother, American Eagle, Champion, Finish Line, Huggies, Josh A, Bank, Les Miles, like Les Mills and Reebok, Party City, Reebok. I even got a pair of shoes, and I even can pronounce it. Sakani, Sperry, Speak Out. Like, this man is doing his thing, folks. Y'all got to see this man got work. He's bringing it. He's delivering it. And remember, this at one time was an idea. So I'm going to let this man speak. It's time. I'm bringing to the stage BENZ VEA'Ls. All right, bro.
Hey, everyone. Thanks, Ransford, for having me on the show, man. I'm ecstatic about it. Like, this is crazy right now, man, and I'm just happy to, share the wisdom and advice, trials and tribulations I've been through in my career, man. And I'm glad you're like the first that I actually give a live interview for. So.
Oh, all right, no problem. See, I got to get back. But here's the thing. What I also forgot to mention, the brother is an author. Yeah. He wrote the book, The Mactor. That's another, okay, y'all got to understand, this man's giving back. So first, you got to start us off, because some people make it and then go, I want to forget, how I got here. But it's like, or forget to share with others how we got here. Yeah. But I want folks to know, okay, tell us your story. When you had this idea, how did the idea start for you to want to do this?
It's funny because when I was like 17, 18, my dad looked at me and he was like, you shouldn't get tattoos on your body. You never know. You can be a model and actor. And I was like, yeah, all right, Dad, I got it all figured out. I'm going to be a nightclub owner, bail bondsman. I'm not thinking about modeling and acting. And then in 2006, an old high school friend of mine was like, BENZ, you should just take some pictures. I think you can model. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm like, why not? Well, we just took a bunch of random photos, man. Me coming out of a porta john. I didn't know what I was doing. I was laying on the railroad tracks. That back then they had people doing the poses with the railroad tracks. So I was like, oh, I want to do one, but I want to lay on the ground with the rocks and look up and give it. I didn't know what I was doing, man. But so I uploaded them on Model Mayhem, and then an agent from New York reached out to me, asked me was I interested in a magazine photo shoot, and I was like, yeah. But I had to get my own way up there. So, I just booked a bus trip, went to New York for a week. Wow. And I shot for the magazine, man. And then I was like, oh, I kind of like this. And we get free food. And I get paid. Oh, man, why not? So yeah, man, that's how I initially got the start. And then I came back, and then I got serious about it because back then, and I had like a mustache and wavy hair. I looked like a Latin person. So I was like, nah. I want to be on the next level. I want to be like Tyson Beckford and them. I want to be like chiseled because when you look through the magazine, like they all chiseled back then, and I'm like, I want to be like that. So I got in the gym heavy, man, 2 or 3 times a day,
Gotcha.
and I wanted to look like when people see you, you look like a model. You know what I mean? So that's that was the beginning, man. And then from there, I went into promotional modeling, hooked up with a guy that was a friend of my dad's. I booked my flight to Vegas to the magic show, started meeting celebrities and stuff. It was crazy.
But here's the thing: was this like a month-long thing? And first of all, you got to see where you took a risk.
Yeah.
Y'all decided this is an idea from your head. Let's and I love how you were inspired from what you saw in other magazines. You were like, yeah, that's what they do. Let's take one. I'm on a railroad track, take a picture. But then you did what I love is y'all did the work, you took the picture, but then there's the next step. You got past this mental roadblock, and I wonder what roadblock was going through your head when it came to, okay, we got to post these pictures. Like you literally are going to Model Mayhem. Is anything going through your mind going, man, this is crazy. I shouldn't be doing this. Should I really do this? Was there anything going through your mind?
Nah, man. Actually, I was just like, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So, because it was like, I wasn't really trying to be a model. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, oh, this is my life passion. So I didn't have like any kind of insecurities. I was like, oh, we took the photos. I didn't know what looks great and whatnot. I was like, oh, that's kind of hot, and we just uploaded them. I mean, it was like there was nothing for me to lose. Like,
so, this is what I love. You loaded it, and then you get the call. Now, what I love is when you got the call, you're thinking, oh dang, it actually worked. Now there's another hurdle going. You got to go. Now, how far was the modeling agency from where you lived? Because the modeling shoot, how far was the distance?
Man. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. So you're talking about like a 13-hour bus ride that I took.
Wait. You had to get out. So the deal was you got to take. They liked you, but they're like, yo, you got to come 13 hours away.
You got to come. I paid my $88, and I was out.
Okay. There was no hesitation. You were like, wait, okay. Was it one of those things where you're like, did they tell you where you want to stay, or you had to figure out? Like, what were the little things that you
I stayed with the agent.
Wow. So the agent, okay, so the agent's like, you can stay with me. Now, it's 2020. Are you looking back going, yo, that's not happening nowadays in 2020 compared to back then?
Well, it kind of actually, it does happen. I mean, it does happen, man. Like some agencies still pay for like models accommodations and things like that. Because I remember in 2014, at the end of 2013, I wanted to model internationally because I wanted the next level. And I submitted to my stuff to an international agency. They paid my accommodations and everything, flight, room, all of that. So I think it very much still happens. Where agencies will accommodate you. It's just not as frequent. It's not like how they used to talk about it back in the day. Like, oh, you're not supposed to pay for anything. The agency's supposed to pay for all this. That's kind of out the window.
Gotcha. That's gone. But I love that you said I found a way to pay this bus ticket to do the 13-hour. Now is you where'd you get? Where I want to know because you're a kid still. So you like where'd you get the $88 for the bus ticket? Was like, Ma, Dad, can I get or were you working at the time?
I was working.
Okay, gotcha. You're working at the time where it's like, what job were you doing at the time before your break, before this?
I was actually bartending. I was in school too. I was going to college at that time. And if I'm not mistaken, I was working at a fast food chain.
Gotcha. Okay, no, I love that you're sharing that because it's like every plant got to go through some dirt in order to grow. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So so you've done your fast food job. What were some hard labor jobs you did prior to this? Like, so you said you worked at a fast food. I heard you did some other work. Was it electric? You were being an electrician. There was some other things.
Yeah. I mean, but see, that was basically training. Like when I
Gotcha.
would visit Boston, because I grew up in North Carolina, so I'm a Southern guy. So in the summer times, as growing up since I was 11, summer times I would learn how to do carpentry, electrical work, light mechanic work, and things like that. So that's the things I would do in the summer when I go to Boston. Now, when I came back home, I wasn't doing none of that stuff at
Gotcha.
all.
Gotcha. But I love how, do you feel those skills in some shape or form? What
Yeah.
did those skills, did they translate over in the modeling industry? And if so, how did they translate?
Discipline and learning the details of your business or what you're trying to do. Like every little thing, like carpentry is very detailed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when I was on my journey researching about what I wanted to do, I wanted to know every little detail. How tall are the average models? What's the perfect height? What's the size? What's the waist size? What's this? What's that? Oh, what kind of looks are they in? You know what I mean? Like, ooh, oh, I like that style. Should I shoot only campaign ads because that's what they're hiring? So those things I paid attention to detail, but that translated from working and painting, and you got to skim and you got to do the edges. Like you got to be very detailed about it. So that's
Those
how
were
it's.
the things, and I love that. So that work translated where it's like this. What it wasn't work where you're working as a carpenter thinking I'm never ever going to use these skills.
No,
That translated. I love how you said it was like no. It took so you and I love there was something you said about being a carpenter. You took it seriously. It
yeah.
wasn't like this is just to make money, make ends meet. It's like I can learn something from this.
Well, I had no choice to learn it because I worked for my dad, so it's basically
Okay,
slave
gotcha.
labor. It's like slave labor.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you. So, but I love how it paid off
Yeah,
in some shape or form where it paid off. Now, okay, you that's the East Coast. You
yeah,
do well on the East Coast. When it rains, it pours.
right.
Right? Let's talk about the droughts.